now we're still on purple belt material, and with our purple belt material, we start off on our first staff form. Now this first staff form is not a mandatory thing, but it is highly recommended that you do practice it and do test on it. This would be an extracurricular, extra credit thing. Remember, there are different levels of martial artists, and so with this one being said, if you do this form, it actually pushes you up higher as opposed to the person that wouldn't. So we're starting off at attention, which is kyungne, and then chunbi, hana, tul, set, and then feet apart, shoulder width, hands go out to the angle, so it's 45 degrees on the right, 45 degrees on the left. My thumb is facing down with the staff here. I'm stepping back into horse riding stance, and we're doing an initial block. So it's a shift, shift, and one. Now notice I'm holding it on the bottom third here. My thumbs are facing each other. From this position, I'm going to shift, shift to the upper third, and then counter strike. I'm going right to the temple from back stance to front stance. Now from here, I'm going to roll and work on throwing, and we're shifting into an angular front stance. And then from here, I'm going to turn, thumb down, so I'll go from reaching from the bottom to the top, flipping my hand, and counter striking to the temple. Now from here, we're working a high block, shift down to the center, strike down, strike across, and jab. From this position, come up, front kick, and coming down with that downward strike. From here, I'm going to drop level, and we're going to turn to the opposite direction and stick with a straight stab. One. We're going to come straight back up and stick two. From this position, I bring it up high on my side right here, perpendicular to the ground, parallel with my body, and I'm going to throw a front kick, putting it down and back. One. Up here, I'm hooking underneath with this left side. So right side goes to my hip, left side comes up and hooks with the bottom of this one right here. I'm going to hook their stick and throw and strike as I do that with an uppercut. From here, I'm stepping around with a pivot step with my right side, turning and striking with the butt of the stick, and then turning and stabbing with the other side of the stick here. From here, I'm turning my hand from palm down to palm up, looking over my shoulder. One, block, and strike two. From here, we're clearing the room, so we're going to go wide and 90-degree pivot. Once I get here, I have to get control over the staff. From this position, we're throwing side kick. Somebody decides to grab onto our staff, we're just going to kick them off of us. One, and stick right to the groin. And so it's an angular front stance. We're stepping back again. High block one, and notice that we spread our hands out from this position, down two, and shoulder roll with high block. From here, I'm going to hook with this side, roll and hook, so I'm high blocking, rolling and hooking and striking, and then a double strike to the temple. One, two. I'm going to throw a roundhouse kick, and it's going to be like a pivot step at 180 degrees. So with that roundhouse kick, it's going to be one, hana, and land. I'm going to hook, roll, and throw. I'm going to strike low, push the hips, and then right into shoulder roll and high block up. Same thing on this side. I'm going to hook with my left, hook first, strike, double strike. Then from here, we're going to do an underhook now. So I underhook with my left, step, back, and throw. Now from this position, I'm going to roundhouse kick with this side and bring my feet together, and we're going to turn around at a 90 degrees. So this will actually be a 270 degree turn when we're done. So it's hana, one, and two. Notice that this straight stick right here is close to my body, and then from here I look over this side and I step behind. Hana, getting ready, angling up, two, side kick, and stick at the same time. So when we're here, hana, one, and two, side kick. Now I land right here this way. I roll my hand over, under, and through, and down. And we're working on a throw right here. So this is one of the more traditional throws. We don't normally drop to our knees. Because we're working traditional form, with that traditional throw. Coming up and sinking, hana, back to the groin, two, So we're doing that rear cross stance. Flip our hand, down 1, then up, hand. Start figure 4, turning your body. 1, 2, 3, down, lift, and then from here, up, figure 4, hana, tur, set, net, down, and then paro. 1, 2, 3, and then 차려. 경례. All right, so now we've already gone through Tode Jungbong Hyung step by step. Now Tode Jungbong Hyung is foundational, cornerstone. So Tode means foundation or cornerstone. And then Gicho also means foundation, but it means basic. And so the idea is with our foundation Hapkido, we're basing on the cornerstone of conceptualization. So our foundation is concept, and that cornerstone is concept, so it's Tode. Then Jungbong is mid-staff, Hyung is form. So now we're going to go all the way through, not too fast, because you want to be able to see the details. So we're starting off, 차려, 경례, 준비. And 시작. And that is Tode Jungbong Hyung. Thank you very much.